Hello guys, this is eDocsteader. This is my first NeoBux video. So I'm just going to give you a quick run through about how NeoBux kind of works. And I'll explain in later videos how to actually manage your referrals, how to get more direct referrals, how to actually make significant amount of money on here. I'm just going to tell you about this and kind of how to use it. Go ahead and sign up if you want to. I'm going to put a link in the description for my direct referral link, and then I would love you guys to click on that direct referral link because that's kind of like saying thank you to me, because then I get credited for you signing up for NeoBux. It's kind of like a thank you for making this video. You don't really have to, but I would really appreciate it. Thanks, guys. Okay, so this is how NeoBux works. As you can see up here, I have $1 in my account. That's not much, but that's it, it's okay. I mean, it's not much money at all. Sorry, guys. And down in my rental balance, I have $19. All right. You might think, wow, that's quite a bit of money for only having this account for 30 days. And you can see up here that I've only had it for a little over 30 days. Um, well, that's not really that much money. I mean, it's not really money I got from NeoBux. It's money that I invested myself. I invested $30 into it, and I bought a $10 worth of referrals, which is 50, and I already had 6. Um, so I had 56 now. But uh, you just I just bought $10 worth of referrals, and then kept that in there because a good rule of thumb is you need to have about $1 for each referral. Well, as you can see, I don't because $56 is a lot of money just out of my own pocket. I'm still going to school, so I'm a junior, so I mean, I don't really have much income coming in. Anyways, how this works. Oh, sorry, one more thing. I've seen quite a bit of other videos on how to kind of work NeoBux. They don't really give you a great run through on this. I mean, there was one video that I saw. He did a really good job, but he had about as many referrals as I do. Right? He didn't really know what he was doing that well, and I honestly I really don't now. I've done 10 to 15 hours worth of research on this, but honestly I really haven't got everything figured out. That's why I'm making this first video, just kind of telling you about it, and later on I'll tell you a great strategy to use because I've read so many good strategies of how to do on NeoBux. But it's y- I've done the kind of like the time of being able to read and then take this and then put it into a video for you guys, so you guys don't have to sit there and read for 10 hours, and maybe all the videos that I might do combined wouldn't even be close to 10 hours. But anyways, I will just show you a quick run through of how this works. Well, first up here, I did click on ads already, so you don't have to see like a big cluttered list. Well, what you'll do is up here you have um, 3, maybe 5, depending on 5 different colors, depending on how many ads they're letting you view. Well, you just go ahead and click on one of them. Doesn't really matter. All right. As you can see, there's a pretty big list here of these ads. I've already clicked on these, and they give you a tenth of a cent, and you're like, oh, well, that kind of sucks because it does. It's crap. You don't make any money off of that. It'll take you forever to get up to $50. I mean, it might take a whole year. I don't know. It takes forever. Um, it's That's not where you make your money though, and I'll explain in a later video about rented referrals and kind of how that stuff kind of works. But right now, I'm just going to tell you about NeoBux, and maybe a little bit about rented referrals and direct referrals. But anyways, what you will do is you will click on the ad and you click on that red dot, and it'll load this page. And then right over here, you see where my cursor is. It's on that 0. It should, yeah, there it is. It will start loading the ad and go all the way around to make sure you view the ad. After you done viewing the ad, you click close. All right. Um, you have to click on at least 4 ads a day for your rented referrals to be credited to you. All right. If you don't click on 4 ads a day, then it's not going to be you're not going to get all your rented referrals income that they would give you, and they give you uh, a, a half a cent for every ad that they click on, and usually if they're a good referral, they should click on 4 ads a day like they're supposed to, and you get 2 cents from that referral. That's not much, but multiply that by 2,000, 4,000. That's a lot of money a day. And I'll show you the calculator. I'll show you a calculator that they have on here. Um, that it's really good. After I tell you this, um, these ads do not count as credited clicks. That's what they're called. They're called credited clicks. Credited clicks. So these right here are credited. Oh, can't say that. Credited clicks that you will get, and these are your 4 that you're guaranteed every day, and you'll have some extra ones up here that might be credited, which are like a cent advertisement. Those are also credited clicks. So you just click on that, and it's the same amount of time. You get the same amount of money, and you get Neo points from each one. And I'll explain Neo points in a later video, uh, and they're actually pretty helpful. Um, but you just keep clicking on that, and you can mindlessly click on ads. You just keep clicking on ads, and I recommend when you first start to keep clicking on these. Every time you see one, click on it because you do get Neo points, and it does help for your money. But what you will do after that, you see down here, it says 6 ad prizes. Every time you click on an ad, they give you 3 chances to win an ad prize, 1 Neo point, and then a tenth of a cent or however much it says on there, and you'll see how much it says right there. All right. Well, what you do and on ad prizes, you actually can win stuff. The first 5 days when you join, you probably won't win anything because they're just seeing if you're actually going to stay. 'Cause I didn't win anything for the first 5 days, and uh, so I was kind of like, oh, that's kind of pointless to do that. Well, then I did some research, and people win almost every day or every other day. I've won every other day, but I still click on them even if uh, even if I won yesterday. Like I did win 10 Neo points yesterday, but I still click on them just to make sure because I'm out of school right now. It's still summer, so I'm home all day anyway, so it doesn't really matter. And just click on that, and you just keep going, and I'll show you exactly how to do that. And actually, I might win something. That'd be pretty cool, but most likely I'm not. But you look at the ad, and if you want to, you can sign up for anything. And some of the stuff is kind of bogus, and it's really not real, and it's kind of irritating. You just click that next button up there, and you go to the next ad. It's like one of them that you'll probably see a lot is called My Binary System, um, and it's really annoying because I see it all the time, uh, over and over again, and it makes me really upset because it plays a video every time it shows. Well, anyways, back to my account. Give me a second. Okay. Uh, there's my referrals right there, and you can see these are my credited clicks. And you can click 6. My max I've ever clicked in one day was 7 because they had standard exposure, different kind of exposure. But generally, it's about 5 to 4 clicks. But right now, I have one. I only clicked on one of the orange ones. Um, so, anyways, what you will do is when you first get $3 in your account, or if you want to, I didn't wait to get $3. I got 60 cents in my account, and I went ahead and bought my referrals. I can't show you that because it won't even let me get on that page. So I bought referrals, I think like last Thursday. So I might be able to show you later on when I buy another 50-pack of referrals. But you buy your first 3 referrals, and uh, it'll bring you to a list like this, and you'll have 3 referrals there. Well, 3 referrals is very easy to manage, so you don't have a problem with that. And a good rule of thumb, again, if they click, um, if they click every day, which is great, but if they don't click, give them if there are no clicks yet, give them 2 to 3 days. All right, and if they have clicked before, I like to give them 5 days because what if they're on vacation and they're really good clickers, but they're just on vacation. All right, I mean I give them 5 days, maybe 6 days, depending on how good they were prior. Um, and your break even point, of how much it costs you to have that referral, to keep it and stuff like that. I don't know why it did that. How much it costs you to have that referral and to keep it, you will it it will be 1.333 right there. That's my break even point. And when it gets below that, I kind of want to recycle them. And recycling them is 7 cents each. As you can see down here, do you want to recycle them for 7 cents? Well, I don't right now because I'm going to give him another day. Um, but that's about it for recycling. And I've people do it for 3 days, sometimes even 5 days, or even 14 days, and it recycles it for free. But you're losing money if you're doing that, which is not good. Um, so, and I do encourage you when you first sign up, the first 15 days are gonna be terrible because you're not making any money at all, and it's kind of really boring. And you're just like, wow, I can't make any money off of this. Well, I assure you that you can, because people on here have made $300,000, and I might be able to find one for you that has made $300,000 in a later video because it might take me a while to find them. But he's made quite a bit, and that's because he has like 30,000 referrals, and that's you can see how much you can make off that. I'm going to show you the calculator and how to use that. But I've only had these referrals for most of these for like 3 days, some 5, and this one's 14. This one he clicks. He's a morning clicker, so he usually clicks in the morning. He hasn't clicked yet today. He clicks every other day, probably because he's a joining account with somebody. If you have 2 accounts on the same computer, you will be kicked off from NeoBux. And if you have, and you only can click on 4 ads a day for IP address, which means that's like your mailing address for out for the internet. So they only send 4 ads to that. So he probably has 2 people at his house doing that, and so he can click every other day, and he's still making me money. He's still a decent clicker, so I keep him around. But now I'm going to show you the calculator and how that works. Okay, right here's the calculator. The first membership is standard, so you just keep it at that, and you can see how much you'll earn and stuff like that. Right now I have about 50, and each one does about two and a half clicks a day. All right, so it's 6 to 7 cents a day. Well, you're like, oh, that's not much at all. Well, it is not. It's crap. You really can't do anything from that. But after a while, and if you invest more money, or you don't have to invest any money at all, you can just click on ads and get up to 60 cents. After a while, you're going to get to 100, which probably by next week I'll probably have 100 referrals, $1.29, still not much, but in a couple weeks I have 300, and I have 379 a day, 113 a month. Well, that's not much, but that's more than what you'd had before. All right, then you upgrade to the golden plan, which is $90, and you have to be active for 15 days to upgrade to that. And I do recommend that you do stay at. I recommend that you do get 300 referrals or close to that before you upgrade because it is harder to rent referrals when you're on golden. So you're at golden now, and everything doubles. All right, so 250, you're making 640, 635 a day. In the best case scenario, if they all click like they should, which they probably won't, you'll make $10 a day. But normally it's about two and a half. But after maybe 6 months or something like that, depending on how much you invest or stuff like that, you're making $50 a day. That's quite a bit of money. That's when you start getting up there. All right, and you can almost live off of that. I mean, you probably could live off of that, but that's still if you had that in a job, that's quite a bit of money a year. Um, but then if you upgrade to the unlimited plan, probably about like 2 years that you get all the way up to here, maybe even more than that. Cause I don't know. I haven't. I'll tell you guys later when I'm up that high. $100 a day. That's quite a bit of money. $36,000 a year. Well, if your clickers click like you're supposed to, and you have 4,000 clickers that are clicking 4 ads a day, you'll be making $58,000 a year, which that's a pretty big bankroll. Uh, if you beg to differ, I don't know, just from clicking on ads, I mean that's insane. Uh, but it's actually pretty good, and when I first heard about this site, I didn't think that it was gonna be good until I actually did more research, and it's really done good. Um, and to speed up, if you don't want to invest anything, like I was skeptical at the very beginning, if you don't want to invest anything, I recommend going mini jobs. Mini jobs are a great way to get some cents. It's a couple cents, like 7 cents for doing something, and 10 cents if we'll bring up the page here. I can show you some of them. And that's how I got my first 60 cents. Um, Mini jobs are pretty good if you don't want to invest anything. But after a while, you're going to be like, this is kind of boring, and I want to invest something now because it will take it. Me investing this much money probably saved me about a month, 2 months, 3 months of my time of clicking every day, and it's kind of annoying. I don't want to do that because school's starting up pretty soon. Um, well, it's not bringing up the thing, but you can just check that out, and you have to sign up for a new website thing, but that's no problem. Uh, but this is a great website, and uh, I think I explained rented referrals really well. But in a later video, I will explain something called the NeoBux handy referral thing, and it's actually pretty good. It looked like this, and I'll show you how to download it and everything. It's really good, um, and I do recommend it for everybody. But it's this site will make you some money. If you do it right. And people will quit after 15 days, which is kind of sad because they don't know how much they could actually really make. Um, but I will show you when I have like 300 referrals, how much I'll be making that day, and I'll show you when I'm gonna next time I'm gonna buy referrals. I'll make a really quick video, maybe like a minute video to show you how to buy referrals. And right now I'll show you how to add money if you really want to add money. Um, you can add it through Payze, I don't know how to say that, but that PayPal and NetSeller. Most people use PayPal, but you just click on PayPal and you enter in how much money you want to do, which is like 30 bucks is the maximum you can do for right now. Uh, but you just do that, and you have to have a verified PayPal account. And you can look online how to verify it. It does take a little bit of time, but I had to verify mine, and it doesn't really matter that much. You can unverify it after you pay it if you want to. It doesn't really matter. But right now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer all my money from my main balance. Well, right now it says transfer $1, and I was like, okay, I'll transfer $1. Okay. So I transferred $1, and up here you can see I have a $20.78 in my rental balance. So uh, next Thursday, well, this Thursday, I think I'm able to rent again and get get 50 more, and then keep building up from there, and it'll be great. And as of right now, I have no direct referrals, but I would like for you guys to click on that link below, and I will get credited for those, and I'll have direct referrals. And in a later video, I'll really explain direct referrals when I have some. I kind of got the gist of it, but I don't have any, so I can't really explain it that well. Um, but yeah, and upgrading for gold membership, I think I said it costs $90, but you can transfer that uh, right out of your account in your main balance up there. It'll show you right here that you can just. There's three different ways. Well, you can do points, but that's probably not the best way to go. So main balance, points, whatever that's called, PayPal and NetSeller. Well, you don't want to just buy that right off the bat. That's a lot of money. Um, but when you do upgrade to Golden, everything is doubled for your direct referrals and your rented referrals. So instead of getting 1 cent from extended exposure, you're getting 2 cents, or normally you get half a cent. For instead of half a cent, you get a whole cent. So that's 4 cents times 40,000. That's a lot again. Um, and this will make you some money. I can show you that if you do it right. Now, if you don't, then you will not. But anyways, I would really appreciate it if you guys were to just click on the link below and go to my page and sign up there, or right up here, eDoc You can type that in on the sign up page. Um, I'd really appreciate that because I do get credited for you signing up. Just saying thank you. This is eDocstetter, and hope you have a good rest of your day, and thanks for watching.